Hello everyone, my name is Kevin. You know what, one sec. That is so much better. No glare, perfect. So, as you guys have probably noticed, I'm not currently in my basement, and you guys are probably wondering why I am not in my basement. Well, hold still just a minute and I will tell you exactly why I'm not in my basement. So, about a month or so ago, I talked about doing a PC build. I talked about getting, starting to get the parts and all that, and I wanted to get to the point where I was getting pieces for my PC build, and to get them. I'm gonna turn my fan on. Give me one sec, guys. It's currently hot in my house because last night was basically a fucking blizzard in Michigan. So we had to have the heat on. I mean, I always have my heat cranked up, but I had it especially cranked last night and today because it's fucking freezing out. The roads were shit. So yeah. So I talked about doing my PC build, and starting to get parts for it and all that sort of stuff. Give me one more second. Again, very hot, trying to make sure I stay hydrated, that sort of stuff. So, I didn't know when that was going to start, honestly. I really didn't. I wasn't sure when I was going to start it, when I was going to buy the first thing, or anything like that. And it almost didn't happen. It was almost going to get pushed back again. I pushed it back initially when I wanted to buy all the pieces and stuff. And then I thought I was going to have to push it back in. Let me lower you guys just a tad bit so I can do this a little bit easier in a minute. I thought I was going to have to push it back again because of some issues at my work. Those got resolved. So Friday night, I ordered the very first part for the PC build. It was supposed to be here today. Monday. I checked it Saturday morning. It said it was going to be here yesterday by 9 p.m. About 12:40ish rolls around and it was here. I looked on I was like, okay, let me check Amazon real quick, see if I need to update, because we have someone who comes in and helps take care of my mom. So I was like, okay, let me see if I need to let her know, hey, I'll have a package coming in today. It's got electronic stuff in there. Can you make sure it gets inside so it's not getting damaged by the weather outside? I went to check my Amazon to see exactly when they said it was going to be here, and I looked and it said delivered today, and I looked at the picture. It was already out on my porch. I went and picked it out. I got it, and sadly we're not doing an unboxing for it. I do want to do an unboxing for most of the parts if I can. That means I'm not about to have to go to work, and I don't have any reason that I can't go downstairs or something and record. So I'm going to try to do an unboxing for as many as I can. I couldn't do one with this because it was so close to when I had to leave for work, and I had to get it in. I had to make sure it didn't get damaged at all through, I mean, it was 2 boxes plus a bunch of packing stuff. So I was like, okay, there's a good chance this didn't get touched, but I want to make sure. So sadly there was no unboxing for this. I'm very sorry about that, but I will go through and show it to you guys. So I have no idea how I'm going to do this because it's pretty massive. So let me back that up right there. So the very first piece of my PC build is here. Oh god! And it is the case, the chassis for the PC build. It is beautiful. It is amazing. I made a mistake when I unboxed it too. So one of the things you're not supposed to do when you unbox a case is you're not supposed to take the plastic off of the case, for the simple reason that if it has black anywhere on the case while you're working on the PC, it's going to start showing fingerprints and dust and such like that. I took the plastic off because I'm a fucking idiot and forgot that you shouldn't do that. So now, before I even finish the PC build, I'm going to have to go through and dust this and clean it and make it nice and shiny, get all the fingerprint marks off of the black parts, or I'm going to have to wear gloves the entire build. I mean, if I wear gloves, I wear gloves. Big whoop. So this is really cool for a lot of reasons. First things first, I got to actually get my... Okay, so that's a microphone jack, that's a headphone jack. I have a USB, 2 USB 2.0s right there, and I have a USB 3.0 right there. Is there a second USB, or is there another spot for it? It looks like, so, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna show you guys this. So it looks like I have another spot for a USB 3.0 right there. but I can't fully, it doesn't, I mean, it kind of looks like it, but I can't fully tell. So yeah, I'm being very, very careful with this. If you guys haven't noticed, this is me being careful with things. Power and reset buttons are on the top. This front panel opens to reveal like disk drive areas. I don't think, at least at the moment, I do not plan to put disk drives in this PC. For the simple reason of I don't really have any use for them. So yeah. If you guys are wondering what this is called the Thermaltake Versa N21. It is a very beautiful case. It is black and snow white. I love it. It looks amazing. I'm theming the entire build around this, by the way, so a lot of things are hopefully going to be black and or white. It has a cooler height limit of 160 millimeters. So if you're getting, obviously you're going to have a CPU cooling fan when you're building your PC. Because you want to make it, unless you're water cooling it. I don't think this actually can fit water cooling. It doesn't look like it can unless you have a very small setup for water cooling. I do not think you're going to get water cooling into this. So if you have, since it's probably going to be CPU cooled, especially with the disk drive stuff up at the top, it definitely doesn't look like you're going to be fitting anything like water cooling in this. So CPU cooler height is a 160 millimeters, otherwise known as 6.3 inches for us Americans and people that use our system of measurement. And for graphics card, it has a 250 millimeter length limit, otherwise at 9.8 inches, which is perfect because both my graphics card and my CPU cooler are both under the limit, which is perfect for me. They just barely make it for the fan. I think the graphics card is fine. It's nowhere near it. But the fan just barely makes it, which is perfect. It has 6 slots for graphics cards on the back. It has a built-in fan right there. It has a dust trap, as do most PC cases nowadays. It's got some little feet on the bottom, so if you have it on carpet, like I'm potentially going to have until my desk gets here, it won't be right against it, so it shouldn't be sucking in a bunch of stuff, and the dust filter should catch most of the stuff. So I know what you guys are all waiting for. You're waiting for me to crack this baby open. So I'm going to quickly go grab my magnetic screwdriver set, and I'll be right back. And for those of you wondering, why do I have a magnetic screwdriver set? When you're building a PC, there's a lot of parts that have very, very tiny screws. So having a magnetic screwdriver is a very good thing, because then it can catch all of the screws and you can not have to worry, unless you shake a bit, which I shake just a tad bit. So there are 2 panels. They both come off. They both have 2 screws holding them in, and then they slide out. So I'm going to take both off so you guys can see both sides of the PC build, and I can give you guys a little bit of or the PC case, I should say, so I can give you guys a bit of a look inside of it. Now, if you guys want to get this, it's about $59 with the tax and all that. That's with Amazon Prime though, so if you do not have Amazon Prime, I'm not entirely sure how much it's going to cost you. But for me, it's about $59. So this is the front case. Well, the side with I thought this was glass at first. I was really scared. This is like plastic, and I'm getting fingerprint marks all over it. This is plastic, which is nice. It means if you drop it, it shouldn't break. There's a good chance it still will if you drop it too hard or if you drop it from too high. So be very careful if you get this type of case. If you get any case that has plastic or glass or anything like that on it, be very careful, especially if it's tempered glass, because tempered glass is heavy. Be very careful. Says me, who knocked it down last night when I was first opening this up. Okay, and on the other side is just the generic back panel side. You know, it's nothing too fancy. We got a box of screws and junk for the hard drive to go in. Couldn't fucking think of what I was trying. Couldn't think of the word. We got screws, bolts, that sort of stuff for the drives. We have a cable for the fan. We have cables for the USB plugins and the headphone jack and all that jazz, the power cables and all that. The motherboard base right here, if I can show you guys better. The motherboard base is right around here-ish. It's pretty sizable. It shouldn't be too bad to put it in when you're done with it. It does have 3 hard drive slots, which I believe are screwed. Oh no, okay. So the hard drive slots, just kind of, if you go like that and squeeze them a bit, they do kind of just slide out. For those of you wondering what will I be getting for this, I will be getting a 4 terabyte Seagate Barracuda hard drive to put in this. It should be perfectly fine for what I'm going to need. It should probably be way more than enough to way more than I'm actually going to ever use in the first place. The fan we have is a Thermaltake fan that I guess they make their own fans. It does look like it can come out if you want to replace it. The disk drive area right here can also, it looks like, can also come out potentially. I'm not entirely sure. And it looks like you maybe have room for one more fan. If you're smart about it, you might have room for one more fan about there. Honestly, I can't think of anything else. It doesn't look like there's really much more room. All of the black parts like this and this are see-through. You can sort of see through them. If you're looking at it from this way, you can't really see through it the other way though, which is, it's okay. Yeah, I think that's about it for this. There's not a whole lot more to really go over with this. The way this is screwed in, the way the graphics card area is screwed in is really weird. I'm going to have to deal with that later. I might deal with this now and get the PCI lock stuff off. So I can kind of prepare that a little bit. Set that down very nicely. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the first look at the first bit of the PC build. Next, I will be getting the power supply so I can make sure it fits. If it does not, I will be buying a different power supply. It should fit. I didn't see anything about the power supply in here. Let me look really quick, just to make sure, you know. And drive bays, they have one accessible 5.25 inch and one 3.5 inch. Hidden, they have 3 3.5 inch or 2.5 inch and one 2.5 inch. So yeah, I'm not sure where those ones are at, but because those are the visible ones, I'm pretty sure. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, let's keep going through this. I don't think there's any real limit for the power supply. I didn't see anything. Yeah. Place the power supply in proper location. Secure with screws. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any real thing with the power supply, or yeah, power supply. There doesn't look like there's any real limit for that one. Obviously, install the motherboard, lay the chassis inside. Device installation. This is if you want to, obviously. Oh, wait, that's the 5.25 inch drive bay cover and the 5.25 inch, and the other one. Okay, so that's where those are. So that's the 5.25 inch drive bay and all that crap. 3.5 inches also right there. Personally, I don't think I'm gonna use those. I don't know yet. I don't have any plans to put discs in this, so if I decide to, obviously if I decide to, I'll update you guys and I'll put it in on camera. But at the moment, I don't think there's anything. Hard drive installation, yep, 3.5 inch, 2.5 inch, yada yada yada. Hard drive tray out. Place the hard drive on proper location. Secure with screws. Slide the hard drive tray back to the hard drive cage. Okay. So that's a 3.5 and a 2.5 on this area, and it looks like there's another 2.5 somewhere. I don't know entirely where. Huh? Because there's three. There's definitely 3 down there. Where does it show it? Oh, okay, I see where it's at. So, right, like here-ish, around here, there is, like right below where that 2.5, it's right there, another one can go. So, there's about 4 slots for storage on this, which is, that's pretty insane if you ask me. 4 spots for storage, probably more than enough, especially with a 4 terabyte. If I need more, I have plenty of room to put it in, is the good news. PCI slot usage. Loosen the screws with a screwdriver. Install a PCI card in proper location. Secure with screws. Yep. Radiator installation. Fix the radiator with screw. Okay, so yes, I was right. So if you take the front off, if you take this part off, there is a cage right here, and right on the back of this, you can install a radiator right there. I was wondering, because the way it was graded, I was like, okay, there's got to be potential for something to be installed there. So I might get another radiator. I might get another fan set up for right here, just to keep it cool, because this thing will probably be running hot with most of the time with how much I'm going to be kind of putting on it, which I'm sorry, babe. I'm sorry, you beautiful fucking machine, but oh, there's been so much shit put on this fucking machine. Okay. And most of this is cable stuff. And, oh, Thermaltake has power supply stuff. Okay, so if you guys want to know why you should choose Thermaltake, I'm not trying to give them an ad, but this is a nice looking thing. So they do have a power supply series. Every power supply units from Thermaltake should pass a very strict quality control before sent to customers, including BIT burn-in tests for over 8 continuous hours in a 45°C room. The test if a unit can run normally under usual scene. And hip-hot tests to ensure the power supply unit can survive and protect both users and their systems when the voltage volume surges. In order to prevent wasted energy, all of Thermaltake's products should have at least 80% of transformer efficiency, and we're also one of the manufacturers that have the most 80+ certificates. Because Thermaltake knows how to save the earth and customers. We know that what makes less to be more. Being supported by all means, a product with better quality can have longer life and working hours but less pollution. Thermaltake obeys and respects all environmental clauses in all countries and makes sure all of our products are both user and environmental friendly. Therefore, we show our supports by giving 2 to 7 year warranties. Holy shit. Which is not only a quality commitment to the users, but also love to this planet by reducing resources and waste. So, they have a pretty decent looking power supply setup. I think I'm going to change the power supply I was initially going to get. I might, instead of getting the one I was going to initially get, I might get a Thermaltake power supply. Because they look like they're nice size, and I know for a fact it will fit in the case, you know what I mean? So yeah. So that is the PC chassis case, the big hardware part of it. Video, sort of showing it off. Stick with me while I go through this entire build later on in the future. Once every piece is here, I am going to be fully building it on camera, on live stream, or I'm going to build it over time. Each time a piece comes in, I'm going to hook it up. Well, maybe not hook it up, but you guys know what I mean. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. I'm going to deal with a few of the little extra things that I want to do before I get onto this. You know, so that way things are done beforehand and I don't have to do them later on in the future. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time. Stay golden. Peace.